Hello and welcome. My name is Fast Kareem, and I'm with Learnit. And today I want to just spend some time talking about Teams live events. Microsoft has been cooking up some great new features for Microsoft Teams, and as of recently they announced that a Teams live event can host a video stream of up to 20,000 people. And all we have to do is schedule the live event, make sure to invite people and set a producer, and go ahead and have a presenter. We'll talk about the details once we dive into this course. Now, in case you're wondering why a Teams live event is beneficial, well, I do want to point out that a standard Teams meeting can only hold up to 300 people, and this one's 20,000. So with that being said, it is a little different than a Teams meeting in terms of what you can and can't do, but it's nice to go ahead and see the process of setting up a Teams live event. I'm pretty excited about this, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm over here in my Teams interface. I just have a sandbox team that I went ahead and built for this. And I want to go ahead and point out that in order to actually schedule a Teams live event, we do that by accessing our calendar in Teams. I'm going to do that. Now you may not have noticed that next to the new Teams meeting option, we do have an ability to go ahead and schedule a live event, as opposed to scheduling a new meeting. I'm going to go ahead and click on that option there. Now I can go ahead and give my live event a title. I can go ahead and assign it a location if need be, but again, it's a live event, not going to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and point out that I can invite people to present. Now I'm going to go ahead and invite my other account, Learnit Instructor. And I'm going to go ahead and leave Learnit Instructor as a presenter. Now a producer, which is what I am, the organizer, can go ahead and choose who's going to present and who's going to be up next, as well as download those reports. As a presenter can just go ahead and present. I'm producing this event. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over to the start times and the end times. I'm going to go ahead and leave that from 12:30, and we're going to change that to about 1:30 there. And if we do, and if we need to, we can go ahead and provide details about the live event. A simple demo of setting up a live event for Teams that can hold 20,000 people. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next here. Now, I do want to point out that once I go ahead and invite the attendees, I can go ahead and copy the link that I've scheduled to a live event, and I can publish it or send it to a calendar invite. I'm going to go ahead and hit Next here. Now, these are the settings for our live event permissions. Now, you can make the live event only accessible for only specific people and groups. I can make it an organization-wide live event, or if I'm doing a public event with multiple organizations, I can do a public event and no sign-in will be required to attend. I'm going to go ahead and set up a public event here. Now, how would you produce your live event? Now, over here, it's giving up some settings for the reportings that we have. Now, at the very bottom over here, I'm letting it know that I am planning to use Teams to share content. I'm going to go ahead and make the recording available to the attendees. They can download the recording. I'm also going to go ahead and grab a attendance engagement report, and I'm also going to enable a Q&A. A Q&A that we can go ahead and control during this live event. Now, once we have the settings, public live event, no sign-in required, I'm allowing people to access the recording. Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and point out these options will be available soon, and some of them may not be enabled by your IT by default. I'm going to go ahead and schedule this here. And now we've successfully scheduled a live event. Go ahead and pause the video and try to see if you can schedule a live event and add in a presenter there and leave yourself as a producer. Alrighty, now that we've successfully scheduled that live event, I want to go ahead and point out that we can invite attendees. Now I want to remind everybody that we made this a public live event. And if you do need to invite attendees, you can go ahead and copy the attendee link. And you can share this, whether it be on LinkedIn or social media, or you can send it inside of a calendar invite as well. Inside of an Outlook email will also work too. I'm going to go ahead and get the attendee link there. I'm going to copy that to the clipboard. And I want to point out that a perfectly valid way of sending this would be in an email address. Hey, join my live event here. And I'm going to give that link there. I'm going to send that on its way. So, in terms of inviting attendees, I want to go ahead and point out attendees can go ahead and get an accessible link that can be shared in many different ways. It's very important to get that link and give it to your attendees, because all we have in a live meeting is our organizers and our presenters. So now that I'm a producer of a live event that I've created, at the very end of the event, I can go to my calendar and access the live event resources and choose to download them or change the settings to them. But for right now, let's go ahead and join. I'm going to join into this live event here. This is the producer view here. And inside of the producer view, I just want to point out that I can go ahead and see a queue and the live event, which currently isn't running yet. I've yet to start it. And I can also see all the presenters that I have ready for this presentation. And I want to point out you can have multiple presenters and they have the ability to answer questions and present their screens. Whereas I have the ability as a producer to choose who presents next and goes next, as well as publish those questions that people are asking so that the presenters can answer. Now, besides the live event demo, we're currently in pre-live, there's no attendees. Besides that, you're going to go ahead and notice that we can leave as a producer out of this live event if we needed to, as well as track the diagnostics and the health. And we can go ahead and access the Q&A. Now, as a producer, you can make announcements, ask questions here. And as people ask questions, I went ahead and published this automatically. I'll go ahead and go and see if I dismiss a question, or I can go ahead and see what new questions are there and choose to publish them. Now, it's pretty cool. I can close out that little area there. And all while I'm in my live event, I have access to my meeting notes as well. There's my meeting notes. I'm going to go ahead and close out my meeting notes. And I also have a conversation area where I have a meeting chat that I can go ahead and talk with my presenters and my producers there. And I see Mary got that message. So, as you can see, we have a nice meeting chat that we can go ahead and control. And we have a Q&A area that we can go ahead and turn on and publish live event Q&A that we have. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Now, Mary currently isn't sharing anything. The Learnit instructor account here. I can go ahead and give a click on that, and on my other laptop, Mary's here, I'm going to go ahead and share the desktop. As you can see, I have my desktop being shared here. Now, as a producer, I can choose if I want to add this to the queue and any other shared content that I'd see from my presenters. This is Mary's desktop here, Learnit Instructor 2. I'm going to give that a click. Now, at the current moment, it's showing me what's in my queue. And I want to go ahead and point out that I can send it live and start this live broadcast for up to 20,000 people. Now, I'm going to go ahead and send live this presentation, and anyone attending, which currently is nobody, will go ahead and start seeing it as soon as I hit start. You'll see the pre-live turn into live, and you'll see a red border around the live event. Once you start, you can't stop and restart. The event can last up to 16 hours. From start time and attendees will watch about 10 to 20 second delay. Okay, continue. I'm going to go ahead and start my live event. So as you can see, I have my live event started. It's letting me know that we are live. And I want to go ahead and point out that Mary's desktop is over here being presented. And pretty much Mary can go ahead and do her thing. And if I notice that a question gets popped up, I can go ahead and access my Q&A section and see what new questions are there. There currently are no new questions. I don't have any attendees asking questions. But I can go ahead and publish them, and people can choose their responses and their replies about that question. Now, when Mary's done sharing, of course, she has the full capabilities of stopping the share of her screen. She can stop sharing. And I can go ahead and choose what other content that I want to share next in my presentation. And there we have some more content loaded by Mary there. I can go ahead and choose to share that out next. So a producer is actually producing this whole presenting and controlling who presents next, who goes next, what screen is being shared, what content is being displayed, and controlling the Q&A of the live event. So that way the presenter doesn't have to worry about any of those things. I'm going to go ahead and end this live event here. I'm going to end this live event, but I could leave because once I end it, I can't restart it. I have to make a whole new live event. I'm going to go ahead and hit end. End live event. You can't restart it if it's ended. Alrighty, now that the live event has finished and the presenter has presented and the producer has helped that presenter do that, again, we could have more than one presenter. I want to point out that the live event resources are available at the end of the presentation. You might have to hit refresh if you're on your calendar, you're not seeing it there. And we can go ahead and access the recording of the presentation, as well as the Q&A report and the attendee engagement report. Now from here, we can also choose whether or not we want the attendees to be able to download their meeting recording, which I can go ahead and enable or disable directly from here. Pretty cool for our live events there. Hopefully you set up your next live event and let me know how it goes inside the comments. Alrighty, I would like you to congratulate yourselves. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. And I hope Teams live events will help you and your organization set up these larger meetings for yourself in terms of scheduling it, inviting, and even producing and presenting, and also how to access all of those reports and recordings at the end